Residential pools are more popular than ever, thanks in part to the pandemic, when many homebound consumers decided to increase the entertainment capacity of their homes. However, along with pools, there can be tragedy. Nationally, drowning is the single leading cause of death of children ages 1 to 4. 88% of child drownings occurred with at least one adult present.
It typically takes about 3 minutes for a person to become a victim of drowning and become severely injured in that process. Drowning is not always a big scene. It could also be silent. Someone could easily slip under the water without anyone noticing. The process usually starts with somebody bobbing up and down in the water or using their arms, but they're making little to no forward movement. This process could often be mistaken for someone just playing in the water, so that's why you don't always catch someone drowning to begin with. Their eyes could have a panicked look in their face, and overall they just look like they're not able to move competently in the water. They could be reaching for the walls or anything that could provide them support in their water, as they are not able to support themselves. If a drowning victim is not recognized in time, they could easily become a passive drowning victim. Passive drowning victims can be found floating on the top of the water or even submerged at the bottom of the pool.
Drowning is 100% preventable, and there are steps that you can take, called the ABCDs of pool safety, to keep children safe.
Adult supervision is for A. Adults need to be watching at all times. You have an adult at the poolside that's constantly looking over the pool and watching everybody within the pool. B would be the barrier. That could be a fence, that could be a hard cover that is drowning proof where you can't fall through. There could be alarms on windows and doors that allow a parent to hear a child getting through the window or getting through the door. C would be the classes that you could take for swimming. You want to get your child early. We look at 6 months where they can take an early ISR program, which is for infants. D would be devices. We want to make sure any child that is not able to swim or is a weak swimmer to always wear a life vest of some form. They have to be approved and they have to be within the weight of the child.
Public pools have their own types of dangers, specifically because it's where many people gather.
The public pool can be very dangerous. There's a lot of parents out there that like to assume that other parents will be watching their children even though they haven't had a discussion with those parents. That is not the case. There's drownings there because there's a lot more distractions that are going on and the parents are not paying attention.
Whether children are swimming in a public pool or residential one, they need to learn to stay away from pool drains.
Drains and pools are a danger. Some of them have gotten upgrades to where they're no longer causing the danger of the pump and the suction that occurs from the pump. However, they're still old pools and they still have the old drains. Cover or a grate cover over those drains to protect it. But again, some of those things may not actually be on the pool and they're always at risk. So if you keep your child's hair up and away, so that way it's not wrapping around and potentially when they're at the bottom being stuck into the drain.
With good pool safety education, we can all help prevent the needless tragedy of another drowned child, because a fun summer is a safe summer.